Alright, let's play one of my favorite decks and do a giveaway, because this is going to be a very special episode. Roaring Moon and Roaring Moon EX are our attackers. The Dunsparce is our draw engine, and then we use Neutralization Zone to hope that our opponent cannot attack us. Hey folks, welcome back to a new episode of Noob Plays. I said this is going to be a special one, and you might ask yourself why. This is the 100th video that we're uploading to the channel, and also the 70th episode of Noob Plays, which is insane. Who would have thought? I for sure did not. And we're celebrating this with playing one of my favorite decks, Ancient Box. It's not really Ancient Box, it's more like a Roaring Moon box. But anyways, and we're also going to do a giveaway. Somewhere in the video, I'll interrupt it and I'll let you know what word you have to put into the comments to win. And we're going to do a draw, and it's going to be fun. I'm going to give away 50 PTCGL live codes, so it's going to be a fun one. All right, yeah. Before we get into the deck list, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment. It's really appreciated and means a lot to us. So without further ado, we're hopping into the deck list. So we have two, maybe if we count Fan Rotom, 3 attackers, but Roaring Moon and Roaring Moon EX are our attackers. We use Vengeance Fletching. With every ancient card that we discard, we make 10 extra damage. We also use Roaring Moon EX, has 2 attacks, Frenzied Gouging, which is the attack that we're going to use to take big knockouts. And then we also have Calamity Storm with, if there's a stadium in play, we do a whooping 220, which is not super good, but also not super bad either. So those are our attackers. We use Fan Rotom to also get our Dunsparces and our Dunsparce in play, so we can evolve them into the Dunsparce, which is our draw engine. I cannot call this an ancient box because we're not hitting really hard with Roaring Moon, because we don't have a lot of ancient cards. We have the Sawdust, Vitality, Explorer Guidance, Earthen Vessel, and the Ancient Booster box capsule. This is all we have. We did not play any Fluttermanes, Koraidons that we usually play in an ancient box. So we also have a different A-Spec card, and that's a good one. It's Neutralization Zone. So we hope that if we can win the Stadium War, that we can then stick the Neutralization Zone and cannot be attacked by our opponent. We play 4 stadiums. We play 3 Artisan and 1 Neutralization Zone. Like I said earlier, we play 4 copies of the Professor Sada, Explorer's Guidance we have 4 of, and 2 bosses. That's all the supporters we have. Why do we have Energy Switch? That's one way to accelerate energy to the Roaring Moon EX. So that's one way that we can move energy from one Pokemon to the other and then take a big knockout with Frenzied Gouging. All right, fellas, that is it. That's the deck list, and I would say let's hope into the games and see how we do. Okay, my opponent goes first, and I got a mulligan. Okay, we got 3 Roaring Moons. Holy moly, okay. It doesn't look like we can get the first turn attack, but we have a Guidance, which is not too bad. Let's see what we're playing against. I love their sleeves. It's a Hoopa EX. Okay, so I got to be careful with my energy. During the next turn, cannot use Bandit's Fist. Okay, they do 200. And Ends Castle? Interesting. I think we're gonna get rid of that Ends Castle because I don't need it, and I don't want it, honestly. We're getting us a Dunsparce, so they can attack next turn. I don't have any energy, so they don't do anything. I'm gonna put this here. That doesn't do much if they use their second attack. We put another Moon out, and let's see what the Guidance gets us. Oh, we definitely want to get a Sada. That goes in the discard pile, which is great. And we get a Dunsparce. Because now I can use Sada. I just need to find another energy, and we end our turn. Do I go for Roaring Moon EX? It's 3 energy. They currently attack for 0. Because I have 0 energy on my Pokemon. Ah, there goes my Sada and my Dunsparce. to the bottom of the deck. Okay, we got an Explorer, Neutralization Zone, a Moon. Ooh, we're not gonna get an attack off unless we get a Dunsparce and high roll some energy and Sada. There's the Reshiram. I think they did not want to start the Hoopa EX. And the Energy Crush for 0. Okay. What do we get? An Ultra Ball. We're gonna get another. So how many castles do they play? That is the question. Will my zone stick? I think I'm gonna get rid of this and an Explorer. Then I get myself a Roaring Moon EX. Put this out, and then we... Wow, that effect is kind of cool. Do you guys see that? 90-90. That doesn't really matter. 2 shot. Let's put this on here. And then I could boss up the Reshiram because they cannot attack. They need... But it... And that would force them to get a End's Castle. Okay, there we go. If I put 1 energy on here, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we only do 110. Yeah, boss up that Reshiram would force them to put another castle out. And I think they play 2 or 3. Let's put this out in case. And then we end our turn. Not going to put energy on there. I don't want them to do damage. I think I want to boss up the Reshiram next turn. What is that? I've never seen that being played in... I mean, I've also never seen... Oh, they take the knockout here. Okay. I see. And an Iono... What in the world? Artisan energy ends. My boss is gone. Huh. Okay, that was not good. There's... They play the jungle? They have no way to poison me right now. I'm trying to figure out how am I going to win this. Can attach for turn, hope for a Sada. They knock out my Moon for sure. Yep, so they take a prize card. There's more Moons in the discard pile now. Let's go here. I don't know if that was probably not the correct move. We get a switch. Okay. We body puff in this. We go here. Put an energy on here. We body puffing out another Dunsparce. And then we draw more cards. We got an energy capsule. They haven't... I don't want to play the neutralization zone. I have an energy switch. I could... We'll put this on here. Get another Dunsparce out. I mean, oh wait, I just put that out, right? Yeah, I cannot use it. So we're just going to end our turn. They do 50 damage. They can use Bandit's Fist again. I'm having an energy problem. Like so many other people in this world. Anyways, what does this one do? Is that one that can poison? That's 90 more. I don't have evolution Pokemon unless they're gonna hit into the Dunsparce, but I would not put that up, or they cannot boss it up. Please put that stadium out of play and put an Ends Castle up. There's an Iona. There goes my energy, my switch. There goes my attack. What in the world? Here we get a boss and a Dunsparce and a Sada. They trade more cards away. What am I gonna do here? Interrupting the gameplay here for the giveaway. If you want to win 50 PTCG live codes, comment with a number 100 below. And then in the outro, I'll give more information on when the drawing will happen. But now we're going to go back into the gameplay. I have a vessel. Knock out your opponent's 120 more. But I cannot move this. And they knock me out next turn. So how many energy do I have in here? 2. I could Sada. Let's do this. I could, but then I cannot boss. I could boss trap this. And then just attach for turn. Force him to find an Ends Castle. Buy me some time that way. Because the Roaring Moon knocks this one out in one hit. Let's draw more cards. Let's see what we get. There's more energy. And another Sada. There's a neutralization zone. I'm going to boss you up. And then attach for turn. And then Sada and this for turn. Next turn will do the trick for me. Right? Yeah. Get another Dunsparce out. And then we'll end our turn. So they need to move that Reshiram now. They need to find the castle. And if they have another castle, then that's the max they play. I'm pretty sure that would be the max that they play. There's Janine. Oh, no, wait, that only works on dark Pokemon. They cannot accelerate energy here. Choose up to 2. Now they have this one up, but there's no Ends Pokemon other than this. If you use this attack when you have exactly 1 prize card ready, you win the game. That's not the case. Okay. I also have the Calamity Storm, which is enough for their Hoopa. Yeah, let's see what they do. They attach for turn. They can probably retreat next turn. So I'm going to stay there. He gets knocked out or not. I stay there. I have 2 energy in the discard pile. They just passed. They don't have it. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted in. There's a Dunsparce. We play the Sada, and if they cannot move it, I can boss up this one, because that's the biggest threat right now. We put this on here. What is in here that we would need? Roaring Moon, Roaring Moon. No. I think I'll leave this where it is. I can knock this one out, but I don't want to. Yep, I don't want to. I'll just pass. I want to take out their Hoopa, and then I want to take out their Zoroark with my Calamity Storm. Also the neutralization zone. If the stadium is getting discarded, you may discard a stadium. Yep. They get the Fez. So what I'll do is I'll retreat here, boss, up the Hoopa and hit for 120. 220. Get rid of the stadium. They just use Super Rod to get energy back into the deck. Okay, they just passed. Okay, it worked. There's you. I'm gonna boss up this. We're going to use Artisan before we attack. And then we get another Dunsparce out. Then I retreat, get energy in the discard pile, get you up. And then there's 2 energy, which is okay, because I have another Sada. I have Dunsparces. I'm gonna hit for 220. Yes, I want to discard the stadium. Hit him for 220. And then they promote this. The Reshiram does only 170. And then I do Calamity Storm for 2 and build up a Roaring Moon to finish off the game. That is my plan. There's a Pecharon. Okay. They can take more prices. They load up this. And what else are they going to get it on? I wonder what this evolves into. Yeah, they can take a knockout with this, but I go take 2 more prices, and then by then I should probably be able to take a knockout with Moon and get this one done. What does this one do? Punch is an evolution. No, that doesn't do much. They get rid of the Monkey Dory EX. It's an interesting darkness deck. I don't even know what to call this. A darkness toolbox? So they can hit for 170. That doesn't even knock me out. Oh my gosh, because 200 damage I take from Frenzy Gouging. Oh gosh, okay. They hit me for 170 and I... there's no damage counter on this. Oh no, wait, it gets knocked out. I'm sorry. I take 200 damage. It's another Dunsparce. Okay. And then I'll stick this. And then we Frenzy Gouging. Oh wait, did I? No, that works. We're both getting knocked down. Oh no, I should have used... I didn't... No, should have used my Sada. Oh my gosh, was that a misplay? Uh-oh, I see a lot of cards here. So even if they Iono me... Here, I need to see a boss. I played 2 bosses. I don't know if there's another boss. I probably buddy pop and check my deck. Because I should see a boss, and I do 190 at this point. I can also get rid of these vessels. The Sada goes in the deck, so that's another 30 more damage. And I already was at 180. Okay, that should be it. I should be able to see my... I should be able to see all of my cards with the runaway draw, unless they Iono me. Okay, there goes my Sada. I'm still gonna see a lot of cards. But I need... Oh gosh, I need boss, Sada, energy attachment. But I can use Sada and boss in the same turn. What does Monkey Dory do? This one is knocked out by damage. During your next 10th Pokemon can do 190. That's like a... Okay, but that doesn't do anything, right? You need 3 energy on here. And it takes 1 fewer price cards. Okay, Petron is in play. There's an Artisan. We runaway draw here. I would have attached earlier, I would win by now. No, not really. But what do we get? Another Sada, a Vessel. How much damage do I do? 170. I could... How much energy is in here? 5. We can play the Sada. And then we attach here and here. There's a Guidance, there's another Night Stretcher. So I can use the Night Stretcher. Get me another energy. Attach that here. So it says, if this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, and if you have any Petron EX in play, your opponent takes 1 fewer prize card. I do 180. I need to do more damage. I could... Vessel. We're just thinning out the deck a little bit. We put the Fan Rotom away. We get 2 energy back. And then we Great Ball for another Dunsparce. So we have another one for next turn. Yeah, I wonder... No. Oh, wait a second. It doesn't... Yeah, this is the win. Because that does 200... Yeah, I think we're winning here because I'm not going to knock them out. Poison knocks them out. The Poison Tick is not damage from me. So I'm taking 2 prize cards and I win. Yes! Okay, I'm going first, and as it is tradition, there has to be a game where I don't draw a basic, and we didn't draw... Okay, what are they playing? Oh, they play the Metagross. Okay. 2 mulligans from my opponent. I did not get a single basic Pokemon. So we'll have them set up. They found one. So taking another mulligan here. They're taking their time. They have 1 that they put out. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what we're playing with. I got an energy switch booster capsule, but it's all going to go away anyway, so it does not matter. Okay, they only have 1 basic Pokemon, and we're taking mulligan number 2, and we finally get something. Not much for sure. I could play the Stadium, but do I want to play the Stadium? I also don't have an energy attachment, which is not ideal. I would have loved to have an energy attachment. There's another... Let's get us another Dunsparce, and we have 3. But... Do I... No, so, see, going first, I can't attach... Should have attached an energy, and then I could swing turn 2 right away with another energy attachment, but I did not get any energy. I see a bunch more cards. So that's an interesting card. With its ability, if it's on the bench, it takes all of Steven's Pokemon take 30 less damage. Such a beautiful artwork. So they're attaching to this one. And they just pass. Okay. They have 3 Beldums in place. I have a Roaring Moon EX in play. We'll see what we can get here. 2 Great Balls. Another Dunsparce. I want a Roaring Moon. Not a single Roaring Moon? I think it's time to play the Stadium, right? Let's play the Stadium, and then we run away draw the active. They're all in here. Why did I not get a single one? We can attach this here. I want to see more cards. Do I bench this? And we go here. Hope they don't have a boss. And then run away draw. I have Roaring Moon EX. That might be one way to get knockouts. Here. And then an energy here. I could do another runaway draw. Would I want to do that? Sure, why not? Runaway draw this one. And they're all going to go back into the deck. A Vessel. But I can Vessel energy away. But I have the attack next turn. 3 Great Balls. Wow. I don't know how many Ionos this deck plays, so there's a chance that we're getting Ionoed here. I really wish I had an energy in the discard pile so I can play Sada, draw more cards, but... Okay, they're going to use my Artisan. They get this Altoy out. I don't know if they're just playing the starter deck that came with... That was released a couple days ago. Steven's battle deck. They boss up the Dunsparce. Oh, this one. Okay. They're having a rough start. There's an energy switch. Okay, we can attack. Right? Yeah, because we Earthen Vessel one of the Roaring Moons away. We get us 2 energy. Then we attach. Then we energy switch this one on here. Then I think I want to have another Dunsparce. Dunsparce. Fenrotom is useless right now. Because you can only use it turn 1. So, oh. Wait, they're resistant against grass. Oh, they take 30 less damage. I see. All of the Stevens take less damage. And that makes sense. I would need one more into this. I'm not even going to take a knockout here. Oh boy. That was all for nothing. Okay. I think we need to get the Roaring Moon EX out because I think Steven's Metagross is a really bulky Pokemon. And I think we have to Roaring Moon. I have only 2 energy switches. Do I retreat maybe to get energy in the discard pile? Oh, that might be a good idea. I retreat. Okay, there's a Dunsparce. Okay, I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to retreat, and that way I get energy in the discard pile. I put this one up. And then I can play Sada. But let's do Runaway draw first, see what we get. It's a Buddy Puffin. I played that and get more Dunsparces out. We get 2. And then I play the Sada. We put 1 here and 1 on the moon. Then we get a booster capsule. We attach this one here. The ancient booster goes on here. Because then we survive with 90. What do I have in here? It's just the Roaring Moon. Yeah, we Runaway draw this. 2. An Artisan and a Boss. Okay. That would have been really nice if I... No, I had to Sada. Yeah, because this Beldum has 2 energy on it. Would be nice to knock that one out. But that's not gonna happen. So we take this one out. And then hope that they are dead drawing and have nothing. Because then I can use my boss and boss this one up before they evolve. Even if not, I have the knockout on the evolution if they do. Because, what are they doing? Search your deck for 2 basic. Okay. They only have room for 1. No, we're using the boss here. Let's see. I do enough damage, right? Is it the Dunsparce? I have a lot of cards. Putting this on here. Do I have energy in here? I do not. But then I can do the boss. Okay, we're gonna do a Runaway draw, hoping that we get an energy so I can attach for turn onto the Roaring Moon. Yes! That was perfect. And another Dunsparce. That's great too. We attach this for turn. And then I think we'll just hit... No, wait a second. Sorry. Boss up this one. And we are doing 70 damage. And now we got that Beldum knocked down that has 2 energy on it. Yes, they have another Beldum on the bench with 1 energy, but that... They need to find now the Metagross. I don't know if it's a stage 1 or stage 2. I haven't looked into the new decks, to be honest. They need energy and need to evolve. And they live off the top deck mode. They haven't played... Oh, they finally have a supporter. But again, I have the Vessel. If they knock me out, I can knock out the active with Frenzy Gouging. Get the Super Rod, the energy, and the Beldum back. Let's see. What else do they have? What did they get with the Arven? With the Arven, they just got a rare candy to evolve into this. I played 2 bosses. Will I find another boss? Probably not. They hit me for 20, and that's it, right? It's an Ultra Ball. There's no energy in here. What I can do is I can discard an Ultra Ball. Get 2 energy. And then I can just attach here. And then I Earthen Vessel this one away. That's gonna fail, but now I can use the... I have 1 energy in here. Now I can Sada. Put this on here, and then we draw cards. And there's a boss and a Dunsparce. Okay. So there's 0 energy, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 1 priced. 1 more is priced. Okay. I do 230 against this one. I cannot play a boss. This one would be good to knock out, but I don't have any Gust that I can play. Don't want to do Dunsparce. We are just hitting for 230, and we're taking that knockout. They most likely promote one of the Beldums and then evolve. There's the energy. Okay, that is an attach for turn. And then we have all the energy in play attached to our Pokemon. Okay. They go into this Beldum. I would probably evolve the most beautiful artwork into my Stevens Metagross. We know that they have the rare candy in hand. But what else do they have? I could boss up this one so they take less damage, but that doesn't matter because I win with Roaring Moon. They switch into this Beldum because they have nothing. Yeah, I'm going to win next turn if they evolve. There's Fan Rotom. I attach for turn just in case they Iono me. I'll evolve here too. Night Stretcher, what do I have that I want back? Nothing, really nothing. I'm just going to hit in this Beldum for 100, down to 2 prize cards. And then if they evolve, then I'll just take the knockout with Roaring Moon EX. That's the plan. They have not... I mean, they were breaking hard because they have not been into the Metagross, but that is... I have a perfect board state. I have 2 Roaring Moons attached with Ancient Booster Capsule. They are energy loaded up. Yes, they're not doing as much damage as in an Ancient Box deck, but it does the trick. They need to find their Metagross. Like I said, they have the rare candy. We know they picked that up with the Arven earlier, and they did not find it. They conceded. I could not use my Roaring Moon EX, but it is okay. I'll take the win. Good game. Okay, I'm going second. I think that's also what I want to do. And we can start a Roaring Moon, and I have a Dunsparce as well. Guidance, which is not bad. Do I want to put the Roaring Moon EX out? I'll wait. But yeah, I have Guidance, which I can use to discard. I don't have energy right now. I could technically discard an energy with Explorer's Guidance and then bring it back. But no, I need Sada. No, I don't have an attack. Yeah, I would need a Sada and energy. There's a Badoo, which they cannot use. Why would they? The opponent decided to go first, so not really sure why. Interesting though. Okay. I could boss up the Yveltal, but they can then attach wood waste and energy. No, I think Explorer's Guidance is the right way to do. Ooh, they put a spike energy on it. Interesting. So if I attack into it, it's just damage. It puts 2 damage counters on my Roaring Moon. So yeah, they just pass. That's a Great Ball. Let's play the Great Ball first. Didn't get me anything. Okay, I would have gotten more energy if I would have played the Guidance first. Let's see, I'll probably take this. Ooh, that's a lot of good cards. I think I'm gonna go Buddy Puffin. And then they haven't Badooed me yet, so I'm gonna... I have 1 Dunsparce out. I can get 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's all I need. I don't think I need the Fan Rotom for this. And then I can get me an energy back, because I'm going to go under item lock next. Here. Okay. And then I'll wait with the Roaring Moon and just end my turn. I get most likely Itchy Pollen here, so they can set up their board a little bit better. How many ancient cards do I have? 2. So I'm only doing 90 damage right now. Okay, they load up. What does this Yveltal do? Put 2 damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon that have any damage on it. Okay, so they're just trying to spread damage here. Because with that attack, they can spread even more. So, can't play the Super Rod. But I have 1 Dudunsparce ready to go. So we're going to use the Runaway Draw. And we draw 3 cards. Okay, we're getting more moons, which is good. And then can't play the Ultra Ball. So I currently have no way to get energy out, unfortunately, and I cannot attack. So we're just waiting here. I need a different supporter card. I wouldn't mind an Iono seeing more cards. I play 7 energy. There's 1 in the discard. I wouldn't mind a Sada here. Because I have 1 in the discard pile that would give me the attack. And again, I only have 2, so I'm doing 90. I would currently 2-shot the Yveltal. But if I get a Sada and I play it, then I do 100. Okay, they boss something. Okay. That's fine. I'm not having a good hand. That's obvious. Flip a coin, discard an energy from your opponent. What are they getting rid of? A Medicham EX? Okay, interesting. Interesting deck. They're trying to spread damage. And I just Itchy Pollen. Okay. They wasted a boss, which is okay. What do we get? A Sada? No, another Explorer's Guidance. Okay. There we go. I definitely want the Sada and the Dudunsparce. Let's do another Runaway Draw and see what we get. If I get an energy switch and an energy, okay. We got an energy. So the thing is, I attach this here, and they have another boss and bring up the other Roaring Moon. I put this one out. I have a Sada next turn, and I have 1 energy in here. So if it sticks, it would be great, but I don't know that yet. So we are just going to end our turn and see what they do. They haven't set up their board yet, or not much. again, that Yveltal puts damage counters on my opponent, on my Pokemon. I'm not worried about the Dunsparces because they go back into the deck anyways if I use Runaway Draw, so that's fine. Let's see what they're doing. They're for sure taking their time, and they just Itchy Pollen. Okay, so we get the attack out. What do we draw? An energy. Okay. I cannot discard it, so I just use the Sada, attach here. We get an Ancient Booster Capsule. We put that out. I don't put the Artisan out. I don't want to give him more Pokemon because I'm going to take the Knockout here. Spike Energy hits me back, but I have enough Ancient cards in my discard pile so I can take the Knockout on the Yveltal. There's another energy. This deck only plays 7 energy and I had 1 priced. There's 4 in play, 5. There's 2 more either priced or somewhere in the deck. If they cannot put a Pokemon on, okay, that's fine too. It puts, I think, 64. But if they don't have anything on the bench, they don't even knock me out. They remove an energy, which is fine. But they don't know that I have game in hand. Because I attach this here. And then I swing for 120. And we take the knockout. And we take the win. Yeah, they take a price too, but that doesn't matter because they have no bench Pokemon. And yep, we'll take the win. Yo folks, that was it. I think a great way to celebrate our video number 100. It's a deck that I played in real life. Yes, back then it was Ancient Box and we had more focus on Roaring Moon, but here we focus more on Neutralization Zone and Roaring Moon EX and taking little hits here and there. But you know, it was overall a fun experience, and I think to celebrate our 100th video and the 70th episode, I think this is wonderful. I will draw a winner for the giveaway on the 30th of May. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment with the code word that is somewhere hidden in the video in case you jumped all the way up here. It's going to be a fun one. Thank you so much for all of your support. On to the next 100 videos. I am out.